And we're live.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome back.
This is Soon-to-Be-Cancelled podcast.
Episode 24.
I
23.
believe it's 23.
Okay.
Episode 23.
We should start really paying attention before we start the podcast every time, but it's all
This
great.
is the 23rd episode where we messed up. Episode 23.
No, but thank you guys all for listening. Thank you for joining in with us again for another lovely episode.
If you guys are back, go ahead and you know what to do. Hit that like, hit that subscribe.
Well, if they're back, they hopefully already are subscribed.
Yeah, well, if you're new here, go ahead, smash that like, hit a comment.
So, Phil,
Yes, sir.
let's address the elephant in the room.
What was that?
The star on your face.
Oh, yeah. If you guys are watching this live, or not even live, we don't even have it on live, my bad. Yeah, so I have this star on my face right now because I have a fucking fat ass pimple. And yeah, so if you see this, just know I'm trying to just get rid of this pimple.
But
Okay.
We were talking about it a little while ago. You said it's actually 4 pimples.
Oh, yeah. So
Gucci
my
man.
sister, she had a pimple on her chin, and she put this thing on her chin, and I was like, yo, what are you doing? She's like, oh, it's called a pimple patch. Let me show you. So she put it on my face, and then she was telling me that, like, it'll, like, extract the pimple out, but she told me I had to keep it on for 6 hours, so I was like, you know, I have to do a podcast, and she's like, yeah, well, you just have to explain to your viewers why you have a star on your face, so.
It's like Gucci man, dude.
Yeah. Let's get it.
Nah, but what I used to do is, like, when you get, like, monstrous pimples, I'd put toothpaste on your...
I've heard that too.
Oh, I have
but
heard
that's
that.
more of the just it dries you.
It
Yeah,
dries
that's
it
like
out.
after you pop it, just so it doesn't, like, spread.
Yeah.
Or,
That,
or
or
like
if
you're
it's
saying,
filled with fucking
yeah,
oil.
if it is filled with oil.
I
yeah,
mean,
true.
The viewers might not notice. I might have talked about it before, but you guys probably know I had horrible acne. More so in middle school was the worst I ever had it, and then high school I kind of learned how to deal with it and how to properly, take care of it a little bit better. So it definitely cut back a lot. But I was even told, like, by my stepdad once, like, he seen me in the mirror, like, because I was always self conscious about it, of course. So like my whole thing was I'd rather have a red bump than a red bump with a white dot. So I would always want it to be popped. If it was,
okay.
I hated the way it looked with the, for whatever reason.
Even
Even
more
though
gross.
it'll
It's-
heal faster if you
Exactly.
don't.
And not even
pop
that,
it,
but yeah, he would. So one day my stepdad goes, "Hey, don't pop those because when you pop those, that's how you have a higher chance of getting a scar from it because you're splitting it open, and then now dirt can get into it and it scars up." And so he's like, "Just let it go away naturally," kind of thing. And I just even though him telling me that, I couldn't leave the house with it.
No.
And if I seen it, or even if I'm just driving, I'm just like, boom, even with dirty hands, it's like I just had to get that.
Someone's
shit
just
off.
staring at that shit like...
It's just I hated it. I
The
personally.
thing is, too, it's so fucking satisfying, too.
That
to
too.
get a
That
fucking
too.
pimple, you know what I'm saying? Like,
But
they even make the fake
not to
fucking...
get one, but to pop them.
No, not to
Yeah,
get...
yeah,
I mean, to,
yeah.
like, get it. Like
Like the
that
blackheads
Have
when they
you
just
seen that-
keep going.
Have you
Fucking
seen that
long
game? It's like a legit game at like Target that for like kids.
Yeah, that's like fake skin
pimple
and
popper,
shit, yeah.
and you like pop the pimple and like based on how big it was, how many points you get.
It's honestly gross.
And you see all those ads, it's just like...
It squirts water at you too.
Yeah.
If you fuck up, it squirts water. So the whole point is to not get the water. But yeah, what's
That's
it called?
disgusting.
But even like things like I ended up learning like because I was young and I wasn't necessarily taught the right way to take care of the skin, or I never really asked. But like I learned growing up. Okay, somebody finally once in when I was working at Safeway said, "Don't dry your face with a towel." Like the same towel that I'm using for my body, I would also be putting on my face. Like, don't do that. So now, I mean, it's weird
Wait.
because it's just like there could be bacteria or the
Yeah,
towels.
we'd be wiping our asses with that thing, dude.
Hey, but if you think about it, how
Well, I
is
would
the
do it
towel...
first.
Wait, but answer this question.
I know what
After
you're
you
about to
take the
say.
shower, how's the towel dirty?
But see, you can also it's just
I get the mold maybe
I was
the
gonna say,
next
yeah,
day
yeah,
if you use the same
Well,
towel.
yeah, I use the same
a
towel a
fresh
couple times.
towel, how is it dirty?
I hear you, and that's why I never even thought of it
Yeah,
when I was
exactly,
doing it. You know what I mean?
exactly.
But then that's something I
Still
stopped
thinking
doing
about
and it held.
No, I'm just thinking I'm thinking too, back in like 1800, bro, people were probably 30 times dirtier than us.
Yeah, and that's what's funny is when do you see somebody like a depiction of somebody back in the day with acne?
That's true.
Bro, because back in the day they were all just like paintings. They're gonna paint that pimple on the. Nah, we ain't gonna leave that
That's
out of
true,
there.
of course, of course.
Probably our like immune system, natural oils, and
That's
all
what I was
that
about to say,
shit.
and when your skin is just conditioned to getting dirt and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
your skin is
This
because
is
now
all new.
we're always so clean. Our pores are
And-
always so.
and we're opening our pores nowadays because we have access to hot water all the time.
Yeah.
That's true.
Back in the day, it was if you lived in this place where it was cold, that you just got your
They say it's
shit
good
was
to
tight.
End it with cold water because then it'll close you.
Well, it's
or
bad
even
to
ice
just
cube.
take hot showers regardless, like really hot.
Yeah.
I mean, at the end of the day, you want to take like
I do all the time.
room temperature
Yeah.
or even cold showers are actually good for your skin. This guy does it all the time. Or I don't know
I
if he does
haven't
it
lately.
anymore.
Have you done it?
No, I haven't. I mean, I've
You were
been
back in the
ending my
day.
showers like kind of just rinsing off cold,
Yeah.
but the fucking full on cold showers. is
Nah,
too
But even
hard,
then, I
man.
don't. I'm if I do that, if like I'm ready, I remember, and I'm conscious enough to rinse cold. I don't rinse my whole body cold. I'll literally lean over and just get my face with the shit,
okay.
and just to close
Yeah.
up those.
Yeah, at
gums
least
a little bit.
that's kind of better.
You know
Yeah,
what I
they
mean?
say rinse like if you're washing your face, rinse it with cold water.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
get
Wash
it hot, wash hot, and
rinse
then
cold.
rinse it with
'Cause
cold.
it's the same thing. You're opening the
Opening
pores
it.
to clean them.
Exactly.
Yeah, but then and that's also why I have big ass pores because I just my whole life I've taken hot showers and never rinsed cold. So it's like I fucking get.
Yeah, I had
big-ass
bad
pores.
acne back in the day in like middle school when I had long hair, and that shit would.
Oh
just
yeah, yeah, yeah.
you know,
The
yeah,
oils
dude.
and shit. Yeah.
That
I
was
actually
the
just got a
worst.
haircut, and I had some acne recently because I was having my hair like hella low like that for like damn near a month. I had a little Lego haircut for like a while. If I don't gel my hair, I look like a fucking Lego head.
He
so.
said a Lego. What's it called? One thing I do want to talk about. I told you guys to watch / listen to it, but I don't know if you guys did. Was Mr. Beast on Rogan?
Oh fuck! I didn't listen
No.
to that. I'm sorry.
God, it's so good. Like I even was re-listening to it again today.
Was he just talking about like how what he does and like?
Yeah, because I mean, maybe he's been on other podcasts or explained himself on other shit before, but I've never really listened to him other than when he was on Rogan because I'm a big fan of Rogan. And Rogan's also a good interviewer, so he's asking him questions that are it's the same things I feel like I'd be asking, trying to find out in-depth details. And he basically explains, when he started doing YouTube, why he was so addicted to YouTube, what created it all, and how he's now improved and how he understands and what he believes is why he's the number one earner on YouTube versus anybody else. You know what I mean? And the way he explains it is insane. And the way his thought process works at his age, one, he's way young. I mean, not way younger, but
What is he,
3
like
or 4.
23?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
like 3 or 4 years younger than us. And it's like the shit he thinks of and the fact that he's already been able to think of it the way he did. I think you even explained to me before was him and his friends all put like, an insane amount of hours, like basically a year of their time into studying how to become viral or how to, create editing or do that. And they all did that. And then throughout the whole process, they're explaining to each other why or what they've learned and what not to do. So he's basically saying you're basically learning 4 times faster than anybody else.
Shit, yeah.
Okay, yeah, that-
If you were to
that
do
crew?
it by yourself,
Yeah.
then you only have enough information that you can gather by yourself at that time. But if you have 4 people doing it, 4 people that can make a mistake and you can learn from it, and just everybody can learn from one person.
Oh, I
messing
think
up
I've
or
heard
improving.
him talking about that once.
pretty legit.
Genius. And then like he even told Rogan at one point, he goes, I don't know why you don't do this. Dub your shit in another language. He said over 90% of the world can't speak English.
Yeah.
So that means over 90% of the of the world can't watch what you're putting out because
Yeah.
they can't even understand it. So he gets his videos and has a set crew of people who translate it into Spanish. So now he has a Spanish channel that's the same exact video but just dubbed in Spanish. He does it for Brazil. He does it for all of these different places, and they're making millions of views with it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Who,
It's
Mr.
interesting.
Beast or
Mr.
Joe
Beast.
Rogan?
He
Oh,
told
okay.
Rogan, like, why don't you do your podcast in Spanish? And Rogan's reasoning was because I get worried that somebody will translate my words into something that I didn't say. And he said, well, yeah, but we have a plan for that as well, where we have them dub it. We print out a transcript. So basically, they take out the whole transcript from in the videos in English. Then they use like a translator app or whatever to translate it in Spanish, and then they have the person in Spanish not read that script, or maybe they read the script, but then they listen to it after with the script, and if a word doesn't match up, they're like, well, what did he say here? Because that's not what it says here.
Yeah.
Why is it different?
Dude, it's crazy how much like third-party people are in those big-ass, YouTubers or
Oh, facts, bro. They
organizations.
have,
Like,
Yeah,
It's a whole
and that's what he
business,
breaks
bro.
down is like he's like I physically wouldn't have the time to do all this by myself.
Oh
You know what I
hell
mean?
no.
And he explains but there's one thing, which is the content. So basically, like us 3, doesn't matter how big the podcast would ever get. Since we're the 3 we can only be the ones to record.
yeah.
That's something we have to set up our time to. It's not something we can pass off to somebody
Yeah,
else.
'cause it
You
has
know
to
what I
be
mean?
the
It has to
same
be the 3,
content,
or
yeah.
like him. He's the face of the channel, so he can't just have somebody else record a video one day, and he's now not the host. People are like, who the fuck's this guy?
Like we're not watching this
Exactly.
Mr. Beast knockoff or
Exactly. So it's just some of the shit he explains is nuts, and the fact that he thought about it already. Like
Fuck yeah,
he's
he's smart
fucking
as
smart,
fuck.
and it interests me to see where he's going to be at in 5-10 years.
I think it's crazy how much money he puts into each video.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's what he talks about. He says I don't understand why people think it's crazy.
Because he knows he's going to make so much more off of the video.
But he said this is what businesses have been doing for years.
Spend money to make money.
Yeah, whatever you return, you get in return, you got to put it back into the business. You can't fucking.
What is he going to do? Buy a Lambo or make another video and make his business grow? You know exactly. He already got all that other shit.
Yeah, and he even explained, and he goes into depth with that whole like about why he had a phase that it was about spending money. He wanted to spend and live
because he
nice
knew
life.
that would probably
like he wanted to, he got the money. He's a young kid, and you're gonna ball out.
Yeah,
and that's what Rogan says. He's just like a kid your age with this amount of money. He's like he'd be living in $1 million mansion, driving a fucking Lamborghini or whatever. He goes, he's like, nah. It's like he did that stuff. He bought nice stuff, and then he realized like it wasn't. It
didn't fulfill him.
And not even that. It's like, how can you be? His goal is to like feed the hungry and help people out in need and all that kind of shit. That's what he does. Yeah. So how can he do that while he's living in some $1 million mansion?
Yeah, just fucking around.
You're basically counteracting what you're
saying.
Not even that, but like $1 million mansion isn't good for necessarily the world.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Or a nice ass expensive car that's putting out probably bad fumes isn't. The way he explains it is a lot better. I'm probably butchering it, but it's just really interesting. You guys should watch it.
Yeah, honestly. It doesn't make sense like for his mindset and his goals for what he wants to do to buy that shit.
Right, right.
Yeah, he's probably the person that started out giving out, Teslas and stuff like that. He started that.
And it's the same thing that happened to Elon Musk. He's this huge rich guy that's famous, and people said, "Well, he's living in this mansion. He sold all of his shit." And he specifically said, "I sold everything because now I don't have stuff. So you guys can't hate on me. I don't have anything. I don't own anything."
Lives in that boxable.
And that's what he's saying that made him do that when he was on Rogan. He explained that to Rogan. And it's the same thing. Mr. Beast probably saw that in Elon, for all we know, and then said, "You know what? He's right."
That man's the Iron Man of our time.
You see I know the
Iron Man, Tony Stark, bro.
Oh shit!
You
see that Mr. Beast though, that Squid Game, Mr. Beast,
dude.
He made like a real life Squid Game.
One of the biggest.
So like
topics
he's
on
out
Rogan.
here giving out. He's like giving people a chance to win hella money.
How much was it? I forget.
I don't know, but
what he talks about though is he says that what he's noticed too is it's hard to get people that are really truly random to come on the YouTube because then he has to worry about how they'll act on camera. Because he said in the beginning videos, a lot of times he'd get 100% random people, and then they like say they won like $500,000, they'd be like they'd freeze up and they wouldn't know. They'd be like, "Oh, thanks," and then people in the comments would be like, "Nobody acts and just says hey thanks after they won $1 million. This is fake. Mr. Beast is fake." So he's like, "Fuck, this isn't fake, guys. Like they just froze up. I got the wrong person to win the money."
Yeah,
you know what I mean in that sense, and so. Now he's more so.
He like interviews the people to get on.
Yeah, now there's like a whole screening process.
Jack and his brothers are getting interviewed to be on Mr. Beast.
That's what I'm saying. If you think about it, if they're really screening like that and they have to run through that many people, yeah, they're probably screening a lot more people than you think.
Oh fuck
you know
yeah,
what I mean?
dude!
All you probably got to do is just send them a video and they'll look at it. I guarantee you. You know what I mean? So it's just interesting.
Bro, let's get on Mr. Beast.
I was gonna say he knows we're good in front of a camera. I was gonna say,
Mr. Beast, we're gonna get on your fucking show. We're gonna win that shit.
Yeah, make it something where it's a team of three, and we'll be we're gonna win that.
Killing
shit.
it.
We're gonna win that shit.
Somewhere you gotta buy Yeezys.
Or
this motherfucker's gonna be number one.
Shipping some rock.
Or you know what? Make it teams of two because Marcus will probably be busy.
Oh yeah, Marcus gonna be busy.
No,
but fucking awesome. No, but being on Mr. Beast with y'all, that'd be actually sick.
That'd
be dope. Just be on like a fucking YouTube or like a big channel in general would be dope.
Yeah, I mean, I doubt like unless we actually won something from him, I doubt he'd want us to just be like, soon to be canceled.
I know, right when we got there, I'd be like, yo, I'm Phil. They'd be like, what do you do? I'm like, I'm fucking on Soon to Be Canceled, bro. Check that shit out. That's the first thing I'd fucking say.
Yeah.
No, I'm just talking about like to be on something big to where we can show our personality and fucking.
Oh yeah.
Our persona.
Yeah, I mean that's how what happened with Riff Raff. He got on G's the Gents way back in the day. He was the first person eliminated. But yet he was the one that blew up the most out of everybody because he was just so drawing. Yeah. And everybody was like, "Why'd you guys cut him? He was the number one guy."
Well, that's the thing.
All right, what the fuck's G's to Gents? I can understand the concept of what you said it, but I've never heard of that.
So it's I know probably
like
people that nowadays probably don't even know. No.
It's like where they bring on gangsters how to become
it was like thug like guys, like hardcore dudes, and then they'd make them into gentlemen that are like wearing suits. It was G's to Gents.
They bring on the Island Boys.
They brought Riff Raff.
They need to bring the Island Boys.
That tells you everything you need to know. Riff Raff was on that fucking show.
That makes a lot of fucking
sense. The Island Boys are what?
Dude, that was like the golden era of TV when it was like that shit.
Fucking Bret Michaels, Rock of Love.
Next.
Yeah, there was just so many like good things.
Next was fire, bro.
Next was fire.
There was one episode I watched on Next where they were fucking like passing. They're like, it's the power of the jorts, bro.
But that was all, I mean, hindsight, that was all actors.
Oh yeah.
Now that you grow up, at the time we thought it was real.
Yeah.
But like, and then the shit they'd say coming off. It's
Yeah.
like loves fucking
just some
Batman article.
ass
Yeah.
shit, bro. The fucking those stats, bro.
And then they'd always do some dumbass pose and freeze them,
Nah, but like what I was saying was they would all share the shorts. Like each guy would go and they'd be like, hey, you got to wear these shorts. This is the only way you're going to get the girl. And they'd each wear the same pair of shorts. And they were jean shorts, bro. And like, ever since I watched that episode, every time I saw someone in jean shorts, you look goofy as fuck in them jean shorts,
jorts?
bro. Those jorts, yeah.
That's back when they had...
anytime you see somebody in jean shorts, you yell, next!
Yeah, exactly, bro.
That's back when they had VH1 Top 20.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it was like the golden era, dude. Or like, I remember even like waking up, getting ready
Listen to
for school,
music.
and my mom,
listen to music.
always put
All
on
the
MTV.
time.
Always, that was what we would just have playing in the background. You know what I mean?
That
It
shit
was
was fire.
just memories, man.
Hear Kanye, some old Kanye, slow jams.
Them cribs.
Oh, Cribs?
Yeah,
was
Cribs.
fire.
Yeah. There was even another one where it was like,
Cribs was fire.
they had
as
like
fuck.
3 people, it was a dating show where they had a chick. They took for example, they took 3 guys that wanted to go on a dating show to find a girl. They took them out of their house without really giving them a
and they
heads up.
went and
And
checked
then
their
the girl
rooms.
would go into each one's room and rate their
Yeah,
rooms and what they
room
found.
raiders or some
yeah,
shit.
that's what it was.
Oh,
Room
what?
raiders.
Yeah,
yeah.
like, oh, this was dirty
Yeah,
as fuck.
they would
or
find
like-
some random ass, nasty ass shit, or they would find like, oh, this guy's really clean, but
Yeah.
he seems kind of boring.
Yeah.
It was hella funny.
Yeah,
And
no.
Even Pimp My Ride, you find out that was fake. Fucking what's
Pimp
her?
My Ride was fake?
They had what's her name on it? Tiffany Haddish.
I don't remember who that is.
What?
You don't know who
They
Tiffany
had
Haddish
Tiffany
is?
Haddish on,
Yeah.
and we didn't even think. We're just like,
Yeah.
That's
Because
how she,
back
like-
then she wasn't a person. She wasn't who she was.
but maybe that's just how she came up.
No. They explain it like it was
Bruh.
100% staged.
You guys remember that Sweet 16 chick, Farrah?
Yeah, she's like a porn star.
Oh yeah.
Did you guys hear about her selling her own shit?
What?
She sold her shit on the
No,
internet.
no.
Her shit, like
Yeah,
feces?
no.
No,
Shut the
no,
fuck
she
up.
wipes her ass and sells the toilet paper.
That's basically selling.
Okay, yes, but I
that's
don't
selling
think it's
feces
after. I
on your
I don't
fuck-
think it's after her shit. It could be, but I don't think it's
Oh,
necessarily.
so she
right
just wipes her ass. She doesn't need to
From
necessarily.
what I don't know, I haven't looked. I
hell
just
no,
there was
bro.
another podcast I was listening to where they brought that up. So
Yeah.
and then like they play. I can only hear
when
it.
you said she sells her shit.
Yeah, it's like she doesn't shit in a cup. And
No, but I didn't even. I thought maybe she sells her shoes, like just her
Oh,
shit. Like I didn't know. And then actual fucking feces. Fuck no.
no, but I feel bad for her daughter, dude.
Oh, I know. She's just her mom's all like
yeah,
that.
and like that's what you're like. If that's your role model, man.
No, it's probably not her role model. I mean, maybe it is. Like
that's
if
all
she
she
lives with her
knows,
and
you know what I mean?
she
Yeah.
sees her all the time. Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like there was a video where she did something where it's
That's
just
not
like,
water.
what the fuck?
My bad.
You know what I mean? No, that's all good. Interrupted the moment. No, but no.
Fucking gallon of water.
What's it called?
Stay hydrated.
Yeah, it's just that was the golden era of
And
TV.
they had that one chick. She was a porn star. She was like an Asian chick. It was like Tina. I don't remember her name.
Tila Tequila.
Oh,
Tila
Tila
Tequila.
Tequila. Yeah.
I know about
Yeah.
Tila Tequila.
There was- but they had so many like love shows. They had the
New
Flava
York.
Flav, and then New York got famous
Yeah.
off of Flava Flav,
Yeah.
and then got her own show.
Hey, now I know y'all don't watch that show because I remember I used to watch that show. I Love New York. No, it was Flavor Flav.
Flavor of Love.
Oh, Flavor of Love. Yeah, you walk out with the fucking Viking hat and the big ass.
Oh,
Yeah, the clock.
Nah,
shit.
but the best episode was when that one bitch, I think her name was like Pumpkin,
Spit on her.
spit on fucking. Wait, did she spit on Pumpkin or is Pumpkin spit
No,
on her?
Pumpkin spit on her.
Spit
and she
on
had
her, yeah.
this, and they
Ew,
slowed it down in a
dude.
loogie. It was like a loogie,
Yeah,
dog.
bro.
It just
Yeah, Pumpkin spit on New York and that shit was
Didn't Pumpkin win?
bad.
no New York one.
That's
Or
it.
no, or she got second.
She got second.
yeah.
Yeah.
And she got her own
I think
show.
it was Hoops.
Oh,
Right.
hoops.
Yeah.
Hoops is pretty bad.
She ended up. She was supposed to, or she did. She's the one who beat up Kim Kardashian.
Oh,
Didn't she?
what?
Bro,
in a
what?
celebrity boxing match.
Bro,
Oh,
speaking of Kim.
Oh,
Okay,
Skete?
dude, this fucking guy.
What about Kim?
Yeah,
No,
drop it down.
the
You want-
messages between, you guys seen the messages between Ye and Skete?
So,
Oh, you mean Skete and Ye? No, just-
but see, okay, I'm glad you brought that up because what I don't like about it, as in the sense of what I don't like about Pete doing it, is one,
Cocky.
he starts off very, very threatening in the sense, very, what's up, what you want to do, let's handle this like man 1-on-1. Then it turns into
I'm depressed too.
I'm depressed too. Then it turns into let's settle this. We don't need to. It doesn't need to. It's not about the publicity. Let's just go to a hotel room. This, that, and other. Then why are you posting the comment, the text message, if it's not about what the public sees.
Yeah.
If you don't give a fuck about what the public thinks, then you're not
Just-
worried about the what the perspective is. Why are you posting? Because it's from Pete's post.
Yeah, exactly. I was about to say it is
Wait,
from
Pete
Pete.
posted it?
Yeah,
because
because it says
Ye.
Ye.
It has Ye as a
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So it's like, and then he's also posting, "I'm in bed with your mother
Yeah.
of your kid." It's like,
Yeah.
That shit's fucked up.
it's like
that ain't like
you
He's
know,
like or whatever.
it's
the
making
fucking
it-
picture.
And also, like, for Kim, bro, like, that's the type of dude that you're, like, fucking with.
That's a red flag.
Like, that just, like, is like, yeah, I'm with your bitch, bro. Like, I'm with your bitch. Like, so Kim just wants to be treated as just the bitch in this situation. Just the woman. Just the chick, the prize that
dude.
they're fighting
Speaking
for.
of
you know
which,
what I'm
have you
saying?
seen that video that came out about her talking about to women how they should be their work ethic?
Oh,
No, what
yeah,
was
yeah,
it?
yeah.
So there's a video. It's like all the sisters or whatever, and then the mom standing at just like it's honestly awkward around
Yeah,
one little single couch while three of them are standing, whatever. But Kim's like, if my advice to women in the work field is get out there and work your ass off. Like, don't just, there's too many women in the world and people in the world that don't want to put in the work. And then now people are like, bitch, you got famous on getting fucked. You know what
I will
Fuck
say
that
this.
right
Here's the thing. I understand where everyone's hating on Kim for that, but at the end of the day, there's a lot of bitches who are bad as fuck, who are getting fucked, and who aren't putting in the work to become Kim Kardashian. At the end of the day, like, think about it.
Yes.
Like,
but
really think about
but
it.
it's like also, it's like,
There's a lot of people who have opportunity, in a sense, to go work that hard and become as
I will
big
say
as Kim
though,
Kardashian.
it's most okay. So Ray J was already famous when that happened.
Yeah.
That's why it blew up.
She was already
This-
friends with Perez Hilton and shit like that.
I know, but here's the
Paris
thing.
Hilton.
Yeah.
Perez Hilton is the gay one. But no,
I'm not
hold
saying
on.
I fuck with
Hold
it
on.
like that
Hold on,
much,
but hold on. Nowadays, you're a celebrity. That girl that you're bringing into your hotel room is signing an NDA. You're not
That's
recording
true,
a
yeah,
porno
yeah.
to post. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So therefore, they don't even have that opportunity.
But also, maybe
They don't get to record.
Ray J wanted people to know he's fucking Kim.
Dude, I mean,
Think about Kim's.
you can watch the videos, and in the videos, before they have sex and shit, he's going to the camera, putting the camera over there and saying, say what's up what do you got to say to everyone?
Yeah.
They know that's getting posted.
Yeah.
That is being made to be posted.
Yes.
You get what I'm saying? So it's like, now a celebrity nowadays, it looks bad on them to have that put out there. Before, when that was just like, what the fuck? That it was just during the internet phase where people weren't so soft.
Yeah.
The internet was still so new.
Yeah, they didn't know
what
like
I mean?
how big it was gonna really get.
It just blew up.
like,
I
have
mean,
you guys watched fucking the Tommy? What is it? What's his name? Tommy Lee and fucking
Pamela Anderson?
Bro,
I haven't watched it,
been
but I've
watching
seen a
about
lot
that.
of previews.
What is
for
that? Another video?
No, it's like a whole movie, or it's a show about like their relationship and their life. And,
It's
like, that sex
reenacted, right?
tape.
It's
Yeah,
reenacted. It's not like
reenacted.
it's not like a documentary. It's a reenactment.
Like, you know about their sex tape and all that shit?
Nah.
No, so there was like
That's like what broke the internet.
basically
before.
that shit broke the internet, and that's how at the end of the day, that's like how online payments became a thing too. Like that's how people that's how they created like the online payment system to like pay through.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
like,
crazy because porn is like the leading.
Porn was
everything.
porn
leading
was
of
the
everything.
innovator of people
Oh,
learning how to
porn,
pay
not,
online.
Not the Pam.
Not
video.
that, but like that's
Oh.
what it stemmed off of that,
Oh,
because they
okay.
needed to find a way. I don't know if it's those same people.
But do you know how that video ended up getting out?
yeah, because that guy stole the fucking.
It was somebody that did work.
Someone
for
who did
him.
work for him, and Tommy Lee was a dickhead to him, and then so he went back and he stole his safe just to say "fuck you."
Yeah.
I'm gonna steal your safe, and just because he had hella guns, hella money,
Mm-hmm.
and then he found the tape. They found a tape that they made, which was super like intimate. It like they recorded like not even just sex, but just like their whole life, like
Yeah.
every intimate thing they did.
Yeah.
They got it posted out on the internet, and those fools made millions.
What the fuck?
And it's kind of fucked up. At the end of the day, it's sad, but like at the end of the day, fuck it, bro. That's life,
yeah.
and that's what
But
happened.
that's also what catapulted them. Into
Exactly.
stardom, you know what
it
I mean?
did catapult a
They're
lot.
they're probably. I would assume they probably hopefully get some kind of money from this. New,
Oh yeah.
new movie coming out.
I'm sure they are.
You know what I
I'm
mean?
sure they
Or
got
the
fucking
show.
paid off the fucking sex tape.
That's
bro,
what I'm
'cause
saying.
you
Well, they
can't-
for sure did.
Yeah,
I'm
you
pretty
can't
sure
just
they did.
do that.
I mean, I shouldn't say
Yeah.
for sure because I don't know, but I would hope they did. That's
But yeah, that is crazy, bro. Like, fucking, what were we talking about right before?
Kim?
Oh yeah, Kim.
Oh yeah, Skete.
Yeah.
Ski?
Oh,
Oh
Skete.
yeah, we got totally off that subject.
Yeah, dude, fuck Skete for fucking with my boy. Yeah, bye. No.
Fucking throw a rock at him.
Fucking looking like a young Steve Buscemi, bruh. like a young human.
But it
cigarette.
is true though. And
Yeah.
I also have a problem with the
Wedding
whole
singer.
Kanye. Like one moment Kanye's out there saying I got shooters or we're gonna
Yeah, and
fuck
then he's
you
like,
up.
"Yo, bro, why you?
Yeah,
doing
come to
this?
Sunday service.
Come to Sunday
You know what I
service."
mean? It's like,
Kanye obviously got a little something going on up there.
but
It
we've
does,
always
man.
known that. We've always
Yeah.
known that. You know what I mean?
Shit's crazy.
Especially
the
watching
documentary.
his documentary.
You see his fucking mentality fade.
But yeah, and then it's also
But bro,
kinda-
he had so much shit that went down to him. Like, so
I
much
know
shit.
that like
Just the way he was even treated coming
that's
up.
what
in
that's
the
what
Yeah,
I thought was
that's
very
just
interesting.
crazy.
The
That
way he
stood
was
out the most.
treated.
Just stick to
coming
the
up in
beats, kid.
industry, Yeah.
Just what?
They're always like, just stick to the beats, kid.
Oh yeah, you're a producer. And I love how it shows at first.
He's like-
he looks at it as a negative thing, but then it's like, no, that's what makes me different. I can make these beats and,
I
rap,
can rap
on them.
on them.
He's
You know what I mean?
you're the best rapper producer they got. He's like,
Yeah.
nah, I'm a rapper.
Yeah, he goes. That's like saying I'm the best female rapper. So what the fuck does that mean?
Putting me in a subcategory.
Yeah, but it's what makes him different, which
Yeah.
is
I mean, eventually when he became
right.
fucking yay.
Yeah, exactly. And I really like, those guys got paid like $100 million to do that video or to do that documentary.
Oh,
Oh
fucking
yeah, those fools
Cootie?
came up.
Cootie and there was another guy on it
Yeah,
that did it with him.
I don't remember his
100 mil?
100 mil.
Holy
is what,
shit.
What being reported by
That's
by
fucking
Netflix.
crazy. That's
Netflix
crazy how
did.
Cootie like knew from the start. He was like, damn, this
It's like, fuck,
But I
I'm
mean,
gonna
if
stick-
you're there and you're seeing that,
yeah, bro.
it's hard to not say,
Why
man,
would
this
you
guy's
not-
got dedication.
Yeah, why would you
know
not
what I
go
mean?
with that fool, bro? That fool's gonna inspire you every day.
Yeah.
And,
But I mean-
and what is the other option? To go back to what?
Yeah.
But I mean,
You know what
even
at least
then,
this has the opportunity to have be something.
like seeing him to get that big and then your like relationship fade, he must
That's
he
what
must have been a
sucks.
little
No,
salty.
That's
but
what
you
sucks.
can't
Not
really-
salty, but just sad.
It is
Yes,
kind of just
yeah.
sad, but it's also like he's his own person. You got to realize like you can't just cling on to him for
Yeah, no,
life.
that's
Right,
true.
but then there's that one time where he sees him backstage and he even says like he's like I didn't feel like he wanted me there right there.
Yeah, but
I
that's
didn't
just
feel
like
he
He's
wanted
like,
maybe
"Stop
he's having
filming."
a
He
maybe
calls him
having-
the wrong fucking name 3 fucking
No, but that was
times.
him fucking with him when he
At
was
first,
faded.
it wasn't. At first, you could tell he says that shit on purpose, and then he corrects him, and then you could tell Kanye is like, "Oh fuck, he's being serious." You know, it's uncomfortable.
There's no way
You know,
you
he-
know
Yeah,
someone
you
your
felt
whole
that
life.
Yeah.
tense.
Maybe the first time, maybe the very first time.
Yeah,
he
he's
said
the
it.
first time he said it because he says it and just continues like it's nothing. Doesn't like wait for a reaction. Doesn't look at him. After he corrects him a couple times, at the end he's like, he still doesn't say it right away, and then
Yeah.
finally he's like, "I'm just fucking with y'all. This is
Yeah,
Cootie,"
no, I
you
feel
know?
that. But like I said,
And he was faded. He was.
no,
faded.
other than him being faded, but just like, bro, if you're that big, like I get it, you got people that you came up with, but it's like that's still your life. You don't really owe anyone shit. Like at the end of the day,
But even Kanye says, "I wouldn't be what
exactly,
I am
and that's why he
without
paid him
All of
$100
his-
million, and that
He didn't pay him.
Well,
that.
that's why he gave him the opportunity to use his film. Like he wanted him to record everything. He wanted it to be Cootie. It's like he's still paying his dues to him. You know what I'm saying? If you're saying Cootie ain't getting broken off, you're tripping.
not now.
Damn.
not
What
now.
he's supposed to hold his hand now for the rest of his life?
And
No,
he-
but I'm saying like you gotta like. He wanted Cootie there not because he wanted Cootie to have all his footage. He wanted Cootie there because Cootie was recording for his music videos,
Yeah.
and Cootie understood the way he wanted them to be recorded,
Yeah.
and was fully under
Yes.
like.
Through the wire.
Okay, so he used Cootie to get to where he was, and then when that's like that's like us blowing up, like, and then one of us saying, "All right, I feel like since the show people seem to comment more about me, I'm going to do my own thing and take the money
I mean,
off
it's
it."
like if we had a cameraman that would record us all the time, and then we blew up and we're like, maybe we need a new cameraman. That's what it would be like.
But still, that's fucked up.
That's
Like,
not
I
like-
would be
Yeah.
like, I'll find a way for you to still be part of the show. Because you
do
were
something
there with us
different.
from the beginning, and I know I could trust you to not fuck us over or to try and sell us out and record us secretly.
But he's not.
I
He's not
respect
basically
you.
saying "fuck Cootie" is what I'm trying. You
No,
guys
when
are
they-
basically trying to say that
But he
Kanye
ignored him.
basically
He
said,
ignored him and shit.
Dude, he got so much shit going on. He has a whole fucking life.
He could have
bro. You
brought
know
him
how
on
busy that
tour. He
motherfucker
could have brought him
probably
on tour. And they were like, no, I couldn't go
is.
on
Could he
tour.
brought
with
him on tour because they said there wasn't enough room to bring him on tour.
Okay, but that's what I'm saying. You met how many people did he bring on tour? You think and where he couldn't have said we don't need this guy as much as we need Cootie.
But
because I
also,
respect Cootie.
I do understand what you're saying. But for him to come up, he did need to play a role to be in Rockefeller. He's like, he even said to fucking Cootie, he's like, I need a BA. I can't be this. I can't.
Oh.
He's like, I'm not ready for this footage to come out. I'm not ready for people to see the real me.
Right,
So
right.
as he's playing that role, he got to stick to that role. And Loki maybe be a dick to Cootie and yeah. So it is kind of fucked up. I get what you guys are saying, but it's like,
But it's like I'm saying, like I said, Cootie gave up, and I mean, granted, whether he had something going for him or not.
you know how much
before-
he was probably getting paid to record all that shit during that time. Like he probably was not doing that for free.
at that time though, I can't imagine he's getting.
I couldn't imagine he's getting
Kanye was
much.
making $50K off beats at that time. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, but look at how he's living. They're not like just.
What do you mean? He's whipping the Benz. He's got his mom in an apartment.
When do you
he got
see
all that
Cootie's
shit.
house? When do you see Cootie's house?
He don't need one. He's
Yeah,
always
his
he's
house
always
ain't
in a
that-
fucking.
his house ain't that nice.
No, dog.
Bro, he's always with them. He's getting everything paid
Which,
for. You
I
think
get it.
Cootie has to pay for shit out there with him? Fuck no. He's rolling with celebrities, bro. You think Kanye wasn't rich as fuck before he blew up? He was still rich. He was even saying, once I moved to LA, instead of making 500 to 1,000 a beat in Chicago, I was making 40, 50K a beat.
Okay.
Like, that fool is
answer
still
this.
making
If
it.
Kanye's making that much and he's hooking him up that much, you can't pay to get one more spot to go with you on tour?
Why do I owe you to take you on tour?
Well, I'm already hooking you up. I'm making sure I'm breaking bread with you because I care about you that much that I'm going to make sure you get on my tour.
Because
I'm not paying you already because I don't care about you that much. So when it comes to tour, you don't need to come with me on that either.
And the footage stopped
he's
on the
getting paid for
documentary.
sure.
Then
He was getting
if he
paid
was getting
for
paid,
sure.
why can't he say, you know what, I'll pay for my own flight?
It
I'll
was-
pay. You know, it's like if he was really getting bread like that.
Well, maybe he just didn't want to.
He wanted to go hella bad.
I think it went from
He was hurt
2008,
that he wasn't
right?
invited.
2008 to like 2016.
Yeah, he didn't talk to
when
him
he
for like
didn't
8
film.
years.
I don't know.
Something
I
like
don't know.
that,
And then
but-
again, it's like we're going off of what we think. We don't know what was,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
still, we don't know. We don't know. You know what I mean? But it's
But
just the
all
way
I'm
that
saying-
video projected it, it came, and Cootie's the one making it.
Yeah.
So why would he trying to, it's like almost like Cootie's not trying to put out a narrative that like I didn't get treated well. He's literally saying like, dog, like, I thought I should have been there on tour with him. Why
Yeah.
didn't he take me? He's literally saying that.
Yeah, I
So
guess.
obviously Cootie was there and was in it and is not saying, well, he's paying me bread, he's making sure I'm getting fed, I'm good, and I'm eating good.
Because
so it's all
why
good.
would he have to explain that he's eating good, bro? When you're kicking it with
He's
people
making
like
a
that,
documentary.
they're fucking.
He's got to explain everything. That's
They're
the
going to
whole
say
point.
his side of the story.
I think you're tripping if you don't think he was getting paid to make all that shit.
I don't think so.
I don't think he was getting
you're
paid
tripping
at
then.
fucking.
I
I think he's obviously making money, but he's
Yeah,
not.
yeah.
I don't think he's where he's.
because he said he was
Obviously,
doing,
he's not making 50K a beat like Kanye, but maybe he's making a fucking $1,000 every 2 weeks, 2K a month back then.
He's
A
working with
regular living, 3K a month, just to fucking walk around and chill with
Right.
Kanye.
No, I hear you.
And you get
I
everything
hear-
paid
and that's
for. You
what
don't
I'm
have to pay
saying.
rent. You don't
He
have to pay for
definitely-
food.
He definitely
you don't have to do
upgraded.
this.
He was able to experience. He was able to travel with them up until that point. So yeah, I'm not. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying like Kanye was totally treating him like shit. He obviously stayed around because it benefited him as well.
Exactly.
I'm not denying that at all. But I'm just saying I don't think he got his due diligence until now, where he's making $100 million off this Netflix documentary. That's
Then it
where
was
he's-
all worth
it's,
it.
Yeah, right. And but that was it's something that definitely took, I feel like, longer than it should have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I think that's just my
100
opinion.
mil, 20
that's
years.
That's just my opinion.
Shit's crazy.
But that
to
wasn't
see.
guaranteed to get.
I know.
It's only because Kanye's now being Ye.
I get it.
Doing
I
all
get
that
it.
shit
I
that
get
he,
it. I
you know,
get
if
it. I
Kanye
get
fell
it.
off or something like that, and people like say the whole George Bush thing, because that was right when all that was happening. What if that
And
George
George's-
Bush thing took a turn for the worse, and everybody's like, "Fuck you, then Kanye. We're about George Bush. We're about our president." What if that turned on? You know, he took those
Fucking
risks.
Mike Myers.
So and that's the thing is Cootie wouldn't be able to make this $100 million if it wasn't for Kanye to begin with. I'm not denying that in any way. It's just I don't know. It's weird. I mean, granted, he probably don't give a fuck now. He's happy. He's making money. He made all the money.
Yeah.
Bro, you see when he was talking to his dad and his facial expressions, how he'd just go talking and then he'd be.
Who, Kanye?
Yeah.
But that's how he talk, or that's how he is. You see him in all the. That's
I know,
the
but
memes.
do you think that's just like.
That's the memes? It's just his. I think that's his brain. Like he's just like honestly, just happy, and then boom, he's on to something or something else. You know, it's like let me.
Shit's fucking crazy.
Well, he just
bro.
has a resting bitch face at the end of the day.
That too, yeah. He definitely has like a very.
Well, I don't think he was like it in the previous videos. It didn't seem like he was like that. But I think it's crazy how much footage they have with Donda too. Like how much his mother was involved.
And that's what made me like Kanye even more was how much he fucking was about bringing his mom around,
Yeah.
even when it wasn't about that image.
And the
Yeah.
new
You know,
album.
I can't be this
Donda.
hardcore gangster. My mom's in the studio. His
Yeah.
mom's in the studio meeting Jay-Z.
yeah,
and shit
she's
like
all
that.
spitting the raps too. She's like,
Yeah, his
I
mom
got
was
this.
dope, man.
Yeah, his
I
mom
really
was
liked
hella
that.
cool.
And then that's basically what the whole documentary is like. My mom instilled to me that I could be what I wanted to be.
No,
Yeah.
bro, that's when I honestly cried when he fucking first talked to his mom because like he was hella talking like I'm like the way I am who I am and I'm arrogant, but like that's just the way I am, and like he's like I have all this confidence because my mom tells me I could do anything that I can like put my mind to and shit like that. And bro, that hella made me think of my mom, and I was like, damn, that's probably why I'm a fucking asshole to people. But
That shit was crazy. She was all-
I'm sorry, but yeah,
No, but
it's
he
just-
said it
real
was
as
seriously
fuck.
it's dope to see.
said
Dope
the
to see.
the giant looks in the mirror and sees nothing.
yeah,
That shit.
that shit hit.
That shit hit.
No, yeah, like you see why Kanye is the way he is nowadays. because when you watch that documentary, it puts everything into perspective.
Crazy how they had all that footage, bro.
Yeah, and that's what's even doper. Because if you didn't have that footage, it's still just crazy Kanye.
Yeah, it would just be crazy Kanye. The new footage.
Yeah, you don't understand what he went through, the grind, and how much he had to depend on himself and himself only to pursue what he wanted to be.
Because nobody saw it, but he did.
What I thought was so funny in the doc was when he's like, he has his first album drop or whatever, and he's like, I put all this money up. Dame Dash and Jay-Z doesn't want to do this. And then 5 seconds later, Dame Dash walks in the door and he's like, so anyways, thank y'all for coming out.
Is that the one when there's 200, 300 people?
It's like when they're just packed up in some little ass room, and it's almost like a projector on.
They're previewing the Wire. I think it was.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, that one was good.
But yeah, there's so many good moments on that documentary. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend you watch that documentary.
3 episodes.
Yeah, it's three
parts. Movies, bro.
Legitimately, and each time one ended, because I watched them as they came out, I was like, "Fuck, I gotta wait a week. I want to see what
I did. I just watched them I watched it 3 days in a row, but yeah.
But that was because they were already all out.
It's all the awakening.
Yeah, great fucking show. Great doc.
Yeah, the shit was fire, bro.
And I texted you guys. I became the biggest Kanye fan because it made me
everything
he
puts his name on.
Kanye fan. It's just the whole mother, the way he was with his mother and respected his mother and cared about his mother. I always heard those things and how growing up, but you didn't really fully. Until you see it, you don't understand
exactly.
it. You know what I mean? So
everyone always tell me Kanye been through hella shit. I'm like, okay. That's cool.
I knew the whole Through the Wire thing. I knew that I didn't know exactly why it caused him, or if he got beat up, or if he got in an accident. But I just knew he had his mouth sewed shut.
You hear it,
yeah. And then he made that song Through the Wire.
I'm like,
but shit's crazy, dude. He fucking Gap got $1 billion worth of revenue,
and then fucking Jamie Foxx is in there.
Oh yeah, dude. He's all right. Spit something that sounds good. Anything that comes to your head.
Yeah. Fucking A.
Yeah, so us fucking loving Kanye just brings us to fuck Skete.
Yeah. Honestly, the doc came out perfect timing for him.
I know.
It helps him out. But yeah, no, honestly, I just didn't like the way Pete handled that. And then it's like, I mean, even if he did want to handle it that way, that's fine. But don't try and put it in the text where you're going to post it after, so you're going to make yourself look as good as possible.
Well, you don't even look good, bro. You post a picture with your bitch, come on, bro.
I wonder what Kim thinks of that. What our reaction would be.
Yeah, well, we'll find out.
We're about to find out on next week's episode of Skete vs. Kanye.
Who's canceled first?
Who's canceled first? They're both canceled.
Kanye's been canceled many times.
Yeah, that's the thing, too, is just the only time I had ever seen him apologize was when, what did he say? That it was, about slavery. Slavery was a choice. He came out and he apologized for that and said, I didn't understand.
Yeah, because that don't make sense, bro.
Right? Yeah. It just, and even then, if the way
I get what he's trying to say.
Yeah, he's trying to get to a certain
but nah.
The way it came out definitely wasn't what he was trying to make it sound like. But no, all in all, great documentary. It's going to be interesting to see what happens with this Pete shit.
Yeah.
I mean, they're definitely not going to fight.
Yeah, no, they're not going to fight.
Did they end up
Jake Paul bullshit?
Yeah, I know. I was about to say they end up putting a boxing
Jake
match,
Paul
bro.
Shit,
but now at this day and age, shit, anything can happen. 5'8" and how? Yeah, but
he's like fucking 6'5".
But I guarantee he's got more weight on him.
I mean, Kanye's a chubby dude.
That's what I'm saying. Pete's hella skinny, so yeah, he might be hella short, but he's got the power. I don't think Pete could physically knock Kanye out. You know what I mean?
I don't know. Maybe he could.
I don't
see that one where he posted Pete and Machine Gun Kelly when they were in their underwear. He's like, "This guy is not gonna see my kids."
That
video was weird though.
Yeah, no.
Weird. See, I get trying to be funny and comedy, but it was just a weird thing, especially for Machine Gun Kelly. I think he's just. Machine Gun Kelly's been blowing up because of the whole Travis Barker, Megan Fox, and Pete Davidson.
Yeah, he's just part of that little three.
Yeah,
he's
he got lucky with that for sure.
That's hella funny.
Yeah. What's it called? So let's just before we get too stuck on one subject, what do you guys think about what's going on with Russia right now? Give the fans an update. Have you guys heard about what happened yesterday with the whole Russian?
No, what happened?
No, what happened?
So apparently yesterday, which would be Saturday, we're filming this on a Sunday night. Saturday, Russia increased artillery on the capital more than usual.
Artillery strikes?
Strikes, yes.
Bumping up.
And they also put out a statement saying we're not afraid to stop any people trying to aid them.
AKA.
Basically stop any shipments coming in, which means who's going to be driving those shipments? A NATO country.
Yes.
Yeah.
What happens when that NATO country gets lost?
Then we
casualties?
start. That's when we start
Immediate
fighting
act
back.
of war.
We have
World
to.
War III.
Yeah, instantly.
That's all it takes. Okay,
Mhm.
that happened yesterday. So at any point when this aid comes, if even one of them gets blown down, doesn't matter which country it's from, it's going to be a NATO country.
And it's World War III.
We're all in it.
Dude. Okay, so, have you heard about them talking about taking out internet, like from the mainstream internet?
Tomorrow, Monday.
That's what. Okay, so
well,
it's a real thing.
I don't know about the internet for sure, but they're doing the Instagram tomorrow,
Social
which
media.
will eventually lead to the internet. If they're doing, but I mean, granted, China's been doing that for years. Let's not act like they don't. China fucking,
censors fucking
the shit out of
everything,
what you do in their country. So it's not unheard of, but yeah, it's unheard of for Russia. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That sucks for them.
Censorship.
And
People
that's
are
the
gonna
thing
be
that sucks
pissed.
the most. Is I feel like the people that are getting the most fucked out of all of this is the Russian people.
Yeah.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Oh, for sure, bro. They don't want this,
Yeah.
bro.
Dictatorship, dude.
They don't want this shit, bro.
Yeah.
But you guys, the podcast with Trump and fucking Nelk Boys, they talk about the Russian, what's going on in Russia right now a lot.
Mhm.
And Trump basically talks about how, what do you call it? I'm lost, bro.
Okay. I'll pick up the slack.
No, I got to think about what I was going to say.
No, but it's just back to my point. It's just that could happen any moment. Now.
Yeah.
We could literally wake up and we're in World War III. You know what
Okay,
But that
I mean?
doesn't necessarily mean that much shit's gonna change in our day-to-day lives.
I think it will.
Like, what
If
do you
it's
mean?
already changing like this, gas prices, inflation, Putin's already blaming. Biden's already blaming everything about inflation on Putin, and it's not even our war yet.
Mhm.
When we're in that war, everything's going to change. I mean, already Biden's coming out and saying this has nothing to do with government inflation. This is all Putin's fault. He's admitting there's inflation. There's a news reporter who's filming him walking, and he says, "Well, are gas prices going to go down?" He goes, "No, they're going up." Or he goes, "What do you think about gas prices?" He says, "Like going up." And he goes, "It's Putin." It's like, and then a reporter even says, like in the White House, like, "Are we going to just blame everything on Putin right now? Like, is that just going to go to? Everything was getting blamed on Corona. Now everything's going to be on Putin." And that's what we talk about when Corona's happening. Is the government always needs now to one up themselves on keeping our minds busy.
Yeah.
So
for
right
sure.
now it's Russia,
bro,
Dude.
100%.
You know what I mean? So it's like
COVID's over, bro.
that's what I mean. So now what's
COVID's
the next thing?
dead ass over.
Well,
You guys got vaxxed, and that shit's already done. I don't even have to get back. I don't even have to show my
I
vax
know,
at
it's
half the
just so
places anymore,
stupid,
bro.
so
Like
stupid.
dead ass.
So,
Speaking of which, just went to Costco today. Didn't have to wear a mask.
Yeah, they don't. No,
It's
nowhere wears a
insane.
mask. They don't even
Yeah.
ask me for vax at like bars and shit.
No,
where
I
they
know.
used
Yeah,
to.
because now it's just like
Like,
people
bro,
are
we
like
can
over
bond.
it.
We can get bombed.
all right,
bro.
so Trump was on the Nelk Boys podcast not too long ago, which got taken off of YouTube.
got taken down. That shit's fucked.
That's
And
crazy because I still haven't got to watch it.
What's crazy is he's talking about how Biden is now letting Germany and Japan, which never could have armies anymore because of
What they've done.
World War II. Yeah, what they've done. Now that what's going on with Russia, they're going to start building up their military.
See, and what I have a problem with that is, okay, so you're basically saying then you could do the same thing with Russia. Well, okay, they're the enemy now, and
But
if
eventually-
we're so hardcore against Russia, but what? Eventually, we're just like, all right, yeah, do your thing again.
But
yeah,
but Trump's
try to take over the world again.
Trump's like
yeah.
Germany's all plotting right
yeah,
now.
exactly. Trump's like, you know what happens when Germany builds up the military? It's not good. You know what you're asking
But
for.
granted,
World War One,
Yeah,
World
but
War Two.
but
Nowadays,
okay,
I don't see that
How are they
happening.
going to catch up? You think they're going to be able to catch up? Trump
Well-
sounds stupid as fuck for saying that.
Well,
honestly.
I could see
I mean,
I could see
they
both
can't
sides.
catch up.
That's what I'm saying is it's just we live in a world now where it's like, look what's happening to Russia. You want to act out, everybody's going to team up against you, and you're fucked.
Exactly.
So it's going to fuck Germany nowadays over to then say let's take over.
They're going to see what Russia's doing. Oh, what if they just start teaming up with Russia on the low? Oh shit! Oh, fuck
But no, but you get what I'm saying. Like even
Yeah.
if they did build up their shit, it doesn't matter because what are they going to be able to do without everybody being like that's wrong? Fuck Germany, sanctions on Germany. Germany's gonna learn right now what happens when you try and take over.
Exactly.
And now are different times, like in Japan,
That's
they
what
had
I'm saying.
emperors and all that.
And back then we didn't have like a base to where we could
Back
see
then,
their
we weren't
military. We didn't
fucking
have satellite that's like they're
crazy.
militarizing
Yeah.
next to the border, so let's get ready for something. Back then it was they could
It's
sneak
like a
up on us
sneak
with
attack.
planes
Yeah.
and blow up our fucking Hawaii or whatever. You know what I mean? Our Pearl Harbor.
Yeah, so
It was just I don't see that.
there's
happening
no
nowadays.
way they
Yeah.
can catch up.
Yeah.
That's like
Yeah.
the biggest point. I think.
So I think
for
that's
what we
dumb.
have.
I think that's dumb of Trump to say. But
guys gotta watch it,
I
though.
could see what I hear you. Oh, you can't. It's taken off YouTube.
Well, I mean, listen to it. It's still on Spotify.
Oh, okay, cool.
That's where I listened to that.
But yeah, do you get what I'm saying though? It's
Yeah.
just like it right now is pretty much letting the whole world know. Look what happens when you try and be a big guy versus a little guy. You're gonna get fucked. Especially a little guy that's not trying to press you.
Yeah, they weren't doing shit.
You know what I
bro.
mean?
What do you guys think would happen if Trump was still in office?
Well, there'd be nukes popped off already. I feel like. No, I'm just saying.
I don't know. It's interesting. It's really interesting to think of, but it's also like why even waste the time to think of that?
Yeah.
You know
But like the thing is like this, bro. I feel like shit is going bad anyways, bro. Like shit's always gonna be like. This shit was already gonna fucking happen. So whoever was in office, I think it was gonna happen anyways, bro.
Right, but it's just how it
would have been handled maybe differently,
Yeah.
but
I mean,
Russia would still fucking try to get
like
Ukraine.
if you truly,
If Russia didn't try to get Ukraine, Trump would be like, "Oh, we'll help you get Ukraine. Let me just convince Ukraine to just
exactly.
let you take over. So there's no big wars, but we'll let him take over."
because Trump was back in the day.
with Putin, though.
Trump was the one hitting up Ukraine president, the new guy, saying we want information on Hunter Biden. Trump was saying that and basically saying, I'm not going to give you what you want, which is arms and shit and, support you as a country if you don't fucking give me this dirt. So that's came out. That's been said. So, I was about to say something right before that though. Another thing it's like when Trump says, prices are going to go up, if Biden's in town, you expect to pay more for gas. I still think gas would have gone up.
It already would have gone up.
It would have gone up.
The
and
stock
he would have
market
had his
already
own
would have
reason.
crashed.
You know
Like,
what I mean?
the
He would have came up with
stock
some
market would have
excuse
crashed. All
on
the
why
shit.
gas is going up, and just
we
like
can
they all
never know.
No, I do. You do know that Trump's not going
do know,
to.
bruh.
It doesn't matter how bad the president wants it. If gas is going up, gas is going up.
Every fucking day there's inflation, bro.
If that was
So,
the
like,
case, why wouldn't Biden just say,
in
okay,
10
no more?
years, you don't think gas is going to be more than what it is just because if a different president? You think gas will go back down to fucking $3, $4? $3 to $2?
Yeah,
No.
I mean, it's just
not a
it's-
fucking
it's-
chance.
it's
Yeah, but this
inflation.
is the difference between a few fucking cents and a few, like, $3.
Yeah, but not to mention, also we're out here making $1 trillion, $1 billion fucking sanctions to give out crack pipes. So where's that money going to come from? From inflation. Everything gets more expensive. Or even all the fucking the COVID relief. That shit is going to now make inflation. They printed way more money recently than they have ever.
Bro,
You know what's
that's
crazy?
inflation. Shit's going to go up, and people don't understand that. Now, add a war on top of that, war fear on top of that, shit's just going to shoot up even more. So granted, yeah, it definitely heightened, I think, how fast shit shot up.
Yeah,
But
bro.
it's just the
in
way
the
world
past
works.
2 years of Trump being in office, like from literally since COVID started, bruh, inflation has been up like.
Of Trump being in office?
When did Trump get out of office?
You mean when he got out of office?
When did he get out of office?
2020.
2020. Yeah, but like COVID started like right before that.
Yeah, but you're saying because you said in the 2 years after he got into office. You mean the 2 years after he got
The
out?
past 2 years after he got out of office.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. So with COVID and everything, inflation's been up like fucking damn near like 2,000%, bro. Like
Yeah.
it's the hyperinflation in the past 2 years has been fucking insane.
That's what I
bruh.
mean. But that's also because
But
we're
it
just printing
would have
money.
happened anyways, bro.
Yes, I just think it's with the COVID and with now Russia, it's speeding that process up faster than it's ever.
Holy shit, it's
know what I
already
mean?
2022.
Yeah,
I'm all thinking like, damn.
yeah. Yeah, it's insane.
Oh, I'm thinking like 2019 to 2021.
Yeah,
Like just the whole COVID.
The biggest arms dealer right now is the Middle East because
we left all our shit
we
there.
left literally.
yeah. What's up with
trillions of
that?
dollars
Why isn't that
of
ever getting
shit.
talked about? Whatever happened with that? It's like the news doesn't even report all the shit we left there anymore. We're not worried about what happened with that. It's like fuck it, we left it. It's not ours anymore. Fuck it. Let's just focus on Russia. I mean, it's like it would have been in Russia's interest to go fucking hit them up and said, "Yo, give me all that shit the U.S. just left you. I'll
Yeah.
give you billions of dollars or whatever, and you just need to do what you need to do with it."
That's what they say. They say that the China is back engineering our equipment over there, like helicopters, because we got the best helicopter in the world right now, and shit like that.
But that's the thing is, that where did you hear that from? Because I haven't seen anything.
It was on the Trump podcast.
Oh, okay, but I mean, like the mainstream news isn't reporting this.
No,
shit.
yeah.
You know what I mean? It's hilarious.
That's probably why they fucking took that shit down.
That,
They don't
or
want
just
anyone
talking
to
about the
know.
fraudulent election.
Just like the mainstream news doesn't talk about COVID deaths. I feel like I never see that because it's not a thing anymore. It's a thing
Yeah.
of the past. People aren't really just dropping like flies because of COVID. Granted, there's probably people dying still.
Yeah,
But
but
that's also underlying health conditions on top of that. You know what I mean? So it's like it's just crazy, man. It's weird how like the news will just
Have you had any side
Whatever's-
effects?
of the vaccine.
Yeah.
My testicles just in my piece just grew a whole No.
Grew abnormally large.
No, fucking but no, I haven't noticed anything, have you?
Yeah,
But even then I'm not worried about what's the recent. Those studies they did conduct, the very little studies that they did conduct, I feel like were the short term effects. I'm worried about long term.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? What's going to happen, long term? Or am I going to develop some type of cancer now because of it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Or are kids going to...
You're going to hear that fucking commercial in 20 years.
Exactly.
That's what Pfizer vaccine.
And that's what I'm worried about. I don't think there's going to be, quick, big side effects. I mean, granted, there are some people that are experiencing quick side effects, but that's the shit.
That's what I'm freaking out about, dude. Because every time I go to work, some dude's super fucking Republican. He's like, yeah, bro, have you heard about the side effects from all these vaccines?
He's probably just talking bullshit. He probably just
no, I mean, I believe that too. But then in the back of my head, I'm like, fuck, I got the vaccine. Like, what if something actually goes down?
That's literally why I didn't get it. Because, like, yeah, maybe
like
it was better for you guys. Maybe it is better.
Too,
Who knows?
Anything could happen.
But maybe it's not. That's why I'm like,
yeah, and then there's also that opportunity that we all just continue to live lives and
maybe nothing fucking happens and it's totally fine. So
but that's the thing is, I hate when somebody sits there and says, "I know this is good," or
oh, yeah,
"I know this is bad."
That's annoying.
You don't know. Nobody knows. There's not even a scientist in this world that knows.
You literally don't know what you don't know.
Shit, I don't know.
That's what this fucking crazy motherfucker said.
Shit, I don't know. But no, yeah.
Did you have a question?
I do. Thank you for reminding me.
Yeah.
So we've been doing little segments where now we all ask a question once an episode. My question that I saw online, which I got my wheels turning, was: do you guys think in the world, okay?
Oh, I know what this is.
There's more doors or more wheels?
All right, let me start this one off.
And that includes Hot Wheels.
Everything.
A wheel is a wheel.
Yes. So
a door is anything that's a door.
I'm gonna start this off and. Because we talked about this a lot, me and the fucking lit homies this week. So I have to ask you a question on that question. Does anything that roll counts as a wheel, or does it have to have does it have to look like a?
It has to be in the shape of a wheel.
Has to be shaped. So like a washer bolt can be a wheel.
Like a pencil isn't a wheel.
No, I know, but like
it'll roll, but it's not a wheel.
Is like an eraser that's like a circle. Like the shape of an O,
like
wheel.
A donut? Is a donut
Is
a wheel?
Donut a wheel?
No, I think it has to have a rim, or a spoke.
Oh, it has to have a use.
Spokes in the center, or like the concept. Because even those like a nut, it doesn't have that center where it's got the sprockets.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That's
going
true.
To it.
Yeah.
But like a Hot Wheel does, even if it's fake, it has the.
But think about it. When they created the wheel, it was literally just a stone thing with. It looked like a stone donut, and they're like, "This is the wheel."
But that's not around anymore.
I gotta say.
I guess there is.
Because if that's the case, there's way more wheels than doors.
I think there's way more. I think there's wheels.
I think there's way more wheels because also
we have equipment, cars. How many cars need to be changed?
Yeah, but somebody said one of the ways to now be on the door side was, have you looked up how many doors are in like a skyscraper?
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
And do windows count as doors?
No,
because I started getting really deep into it. I'm like, even a gun has a door. The chamber you open and close it. I'm getting real deep.
No, so. I didn't even think about that. I like where your head's at, but I wouldn't count that.
Okay,
just like I wouldn't count that. The stone wheel, it's hard because it's a stone wheel.
Because that means like every rock that
rolls.
But
I was even thinking like a Ferris wheel. Or I was even thinking like a wheel that's like for water. That's for energy.
Like a well.
Not even
it picks up water and it keeps going, right?
Yeah, but it's just scooping water, so it's getting the energy. You're producing a constant movement with the stream.
So is that a wheel? Okay, because I was gonna say if bolts count, every door has like hinges, and then there's like wheels that are connected to every door. Also, like you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I see. I think that's kind of like getting way too specific about it.
I think
that's why the question's fucking tricky.
Yeah, but that's what people say.
Is there an answer? Or
no, it's just a question. I mean,
I think
there's no way.
I think wheels also because the biggest manufacturer for wheels. Do you know this? Do you guys know the biggest manufacturer for wheels?
No,
it's Lego.
Like actual wheels?
Lego.
Oh, because you're saying like Lego wheels?
Lego wheels, yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the biggest manufacturer.
Yeah.
So those, at the end of the day, there might be more wheels.
Yeah, just based all close to Lego.
Yeah,
and what I was going to say, too, is like, you can say the skyscraper thing, but how many cities really have that many skyscrapers?
That's true. There's only like a couple that have, like even in San Francisco, there's not that many
there's a decent amount, but that's also, San Francisco is known as like
one of the big cities.
Big city. Yeah, like I don't think, not that I can remember seeing too much of Sacramento, but I don't think Sacramento has too many skyscrapers.
Nah, they have a couple like buildings
and wide buildings, but they don't really have
Sacramento.
No,
you
know what I mean. So that's what I mean, and that's our fucking capital. You know what I mean?
I'm always thinking like, why the fuck is this the capital?
But it's because
there's all that government,
and there's not that much people that are like like industry wise. Like over here, it's tech offices, so you need huge buildings to have all these tech workers in the same.
Yeah, but then in every single office building, there's chairs with wheels.
Multiple wheels.
Multiple wheels. We got fucking
got that quad.
So for one office door would be 4 wheels or more. So,
or more.
Yeah, so there you go. That's
wheels,
right there. Boom.
Yeah.
But I was thinking even like a hotel, like big fancy skyscraper hotels. They don't really have the wheels.
Yeah, they just
have the chairs.
Regular chairs.
But still, that's a lot of fucking doors.
Yeah.
A lot
Who
of
knows,
doors.
bro? That's a good fucking question.
Yeah. But okay, just if you guys had to pick one, what would you think?
I say wheels for sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with wheels.
I'm gonna go with wheels as well.
Yeah, we're team wheels. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's a good fucking question.
No,
but what I wanted to talk about just really quick, I actually saw this thing. It was pretty recent. They found a fucking mermaid that was mummified.
You don't know the button, so don't press it, but you need to get back on that. Yeah, see? Yeah, to you, exactly. Perfect timing.
Yeah, they found a fucking mummified mermaid.
Yeah, so what do you think about that? You sent us that link. What's up with that?
Yeah, so...
It's originated from Japan.
Yeah, so it was like 300 years ago originated. They found it in Japan. They said whoever kisses or touches the flesh of this will be granted immortality, blah, blah, blah. It sounds like some movie shit.
Someone that's a scale of it lived for 600 years is what supposedly.
300, I thought it was.
Oh, yeah. How'd they live for 600 years if that would have been 300 years in the future?
No, but that's the thing is they're saying this had been around way back in the day. This was just the last one that was preserved.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
That's what I took from it.
I wonder if you could eat the scale right now while it's mummified.
Well, that's why they mummify it, to preserve it. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
what they're doing.
So is someone going to eat the scale and find
And
out?
since when does Japan mummify shit? I thought that was like Egypt.
It is, but I mean, I think it's done around the world.
Yeah, it's probably just everything. But you know what's
it's
funny? That
embalming
fucking, it looks like the fucking little grandma in SpongeBob.
Chocolate! I thought, is it the grandma or is it the...
It's like the grandma's mom in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
The dried out, fucking
Dried out,
old bat.
dusty.
But, so I've seen in that article too, they speculate whether what they believe it is a monkey's torso and head sewn onto a fish's like lower body to have the back fin. That's what they're speculating. But even then, they say it's a speculation, and they were saying they were going to do is now with technology is test what it is.
Yeah, by DNA.
Yeah, but they didn't do it yet in the article at least. So I was
No, because that shit literally came out like last week. Like,
oh, did it?
That on the 7th, on like the 7th.
Oh,
is when I found
Yeah, I was
that.
doing some extensive
doing some extensive research in it. It didn't quite add up.
But they've been talking about mermaids for years. Like they had a documentary on the Discovery Channel that looked real, and it was fake.
That's
as
the
fuck,
thing.
dude.
There's a lot of conspiracies about mermaids.
Yeah, because I was about to say, if that was a real thing, and a real like, at some point in time, a real type of fish, or even if it was a half monkey, half fish, if that was a real thing, I feel like that would it would be one of those things that people overhunt and kill because it's just so crazy. You know, it's
get rid of all the fucking mermaids.
Not even
world.
Getting rid of it on purpose. It's just you deplete their life source and you just don't have it anymore. I read some shit that says it's believed that over 90% of all living things on Earth are extinct already. That have been ever existed on Earth are extinct. Yes,
that's fucking trippy. I've never thought about that.
So it's like how many things have we lost that we'll never know about?
Well, I mean, because we've only been here for a sliver of fucking time.
There was huge birds that they say were specifically hunt to be killed because they were affecting like picking up little children, or you'd have to. It was okay. We need to get rid of these fucking things that are flying in the sky. And so it's like how many things like that back in the day were just killed off because
well, it's crazy because the ecosystem. You know how you can't bring like specific animals here because it's overpopulating
and then destroy. Yeah, that's another thing. How many things happened like that just took out a whole population of things? You know what I mean?
That's trippy.
It's nuts. It's nuts if you really think about that.
And
shit.
what else is nuts is just how much little like we know about the ocean.
Like a Bigfoot. If there was a Bigfoot, that motherfucker would have been killed.
Yeah, they probably was a whole bunch of them, and they killed all of them.
That's what I'm saying.
They probably killed all the Bigfoot.
Because clearly there has to be multiple. Why is there going to be just
one
of any creature?
No, fuck that.
Yeah, why is we ever talking about his family?
Wait, now I believe in Bigfoot.
You know what I mean, though?
Now I believe that Bigfoot probably was real.
That's what I'm saying.
I'm not going to fucking cap.
Have you guys saw Batman?
Yeah, it was trash.
I haven't.
Yeah, well, did you see the...
I hate how hyped up it's getting.
It's trash. Are you going to watch it?
I will eventually.
I thought it was good. It was just too long.
Trash.
Yeah.
But they come out with this. I mean, Key and Peele. You know, he's a producer of movies and whatnot.
Yeah.
They're coming out with this new movie. I don't know if you saw the preview for it. It's like an alien one.
I did see the preview for that.
Yeah, that looks good.
Yeah, he makes pretty good shit though.
Yeah, he does.
He made the Batman.
No. I'm just saying the preview for that movie.
That movie.
That movie. It was just because I was
what the fuck?
watching.
If you watch Batman and you liked it, You're just a Batman
Quit,
fan.
quit watching
bro.
us. Quit watching us.
But that Alien movie looks hella good.
Speaking of which, have you seen the Adam Project?
Oh yeah,
I watched part of it today.
Bro, that shit was trippy. I liked it.
Yeah, I liked it. Especially I liked it's so random. One of my favorite parts of the whole movie was when it's the chick getting drove up on hella fast towards the end.
Yeah.
When he's driving, and then what happens. I don't want to spoil it. And then he gets out of the car and goes, "Tell your bitch ass boyfriend to come out here."
Oh yeah,
It just like I was like, "What the fuck?" It just sounded
Skete?
so random. No, but I was like, since when do movies talk like that? That's legit what somebody would talk like.
Yeah,
You know
no,
what I mean? Like,
I fucking love how Ryan Reynolds like portrays himself in his acting. I feel like that's how he acts, like in real life.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
he always has
he's
the
always
same
the same
character.
character.
He's just
He's
him, like
always the same
Deadpool,
character.
Free Guy,
Yeah.
even
He's
Adam Project.
quick-witted.
Yeah,
Quick-witted.
he's just like a yapper. He talks a lot.
Yeah, and
He's
how
funny.
many movies have they said, "Do you ever shut up?" or something?
Yeah,
like that?
exactly.
It's like that's
That's
always
how
said.
him and his wife are. They're always like fucking going at it with each other. I don't know
Who's
if
he
you
with?
guys see
Blake
it.
Lively?
Yeah, Blake Lively.
They always be gassing each other.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah,
Happy
yeah.
anniversary to my fine ass husband. Post a
And it's
picture
all
like
Jake
Ryan
Gyllenhaal.
Gosling.
Yeah, Jake
Gyllenhaal or
it's
something
Ryan
like that.
Gosling,
Ryan
bro.
Gosling.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, I really like him as like just a actor in general. Like I usually most of the time if he's in a movie, I'm gonna like it. It's very
Yeah.
hard for me not to.
Yeah,
like
no,
it,
he's
you
a
know what I
good
mean?
actor, bro.
He makes a lot of movies, and I know people that hate him because of that. He's like that.
Like,
oh,
he can't play this many
just the
roles.
same.
or just like like he gets annoying. It's just like, but he's perfect. That's him. You could tell.
Well, yeah. Do you remember that Deadpool, the first one with the Wolverine?
That was my favorite, dude. I
You
hate
like that one?
I hate that the way he
That
looked
one
in
was
that.
more. What do you call it?
The way he looked in that Deadpool.
More serious.
But okay, still.
What are you talking about?
I just thought he looked like a fucking badass.
Oh yeah, when he actually had like the skin, like the real
Sewn
Deadpool.
shut.
That's
sewn
when he
shut.
had the
Yeah.
fucking two knives or whatever right here, right?
Yeah, because I think Deadpool.
Like dinosaurs.
But
He
Deadpool,
looked like fucking Kano from
Deadpool
Mortal
couldn't
Kombat.
talk, or he could.
I
He was
don't
always talking to
remember.
himself, or he's
He had like X's in his eyes and fucking sewn mouth.
right. But I mean, like, why did they come up with that?
Maybe it was like later on when Deadpool talks too much, someone fucking sewed his
Exactly,
mouth shut.
like he just be yapping. 'Cause
Right,
That's
but that's
why
what
he
I'm saying,
plays
so,
Deadpool
yeah.
like as Deadpool.
But
that's why they pick Ryan Reynolds.
But have you? I think I brought this on a podcast way back. Was he references to that character in one of the newer Deadpools?
Oh yeah, he has like the
Yeah,
figure.
yeah, yeah.
He has the
figure,
action
and then he
figure.
says like, "Boy, was that off?" Or like he
Yeah.
says something like that.
Yeah. I remember that. No,
And that's what's awesome about Deadpool is, and if you read, I guess
he breaks the fourth wall
in the comic books,
in
that's
the
what he
comics book,
did,
too.
yeah,
He talks
so-
to the audience.
yeah, he's able to
Yeah.
understand that there's an audience there and understand he's in a
Like,
show.
in a show.
Yeah.
He has to be entertaining. You know?
It's really cool. It makes me want to even read the comics of Deadpool because of that. You know, it's
Yeah.
just he foreshadows into things that you wouldn't think of.
I mean, YouTube, they always got like all that fucking Marvel type
Yeah,
shit
yeah,
where
yeah.
people will just document.
That's
their
how I found
whole-
out what happened to fucking Darth Maul. You know,
Yeah.
up until that point I thought he was dead.
Because
You
I
know
never
what
watched
mean?
the
Wait,
cartoon.
Darth Maul ain't dead.
No, he's even in the new Han Solo. He was at the end of it. He made a little appearance.
Yeah, but
Oh,
wasn't that
yeah,
before? That was like,
No, that's when he has his fucking legs, his metal legs. In the fucking
Oh,
hologram, he's
what?
got his metal legs. Because he gets cut in half, falls
And then
down
he
that
falls
shaft,
down that thing.
but he uses the force to go into a shaft tunnel or vent, and then ends up on some island that's full of trash.
there's no way. Because Han Solo is before
Make me a
1, 2, and 3.
Make me a bet.
1, 2, and 3 is
Make me
after
a bet.
4, 5, 6, bro.
Make me a bet.
And Han Solo is
Make
in
me
4, 5,
a
6.
bet.
I mean, maybe.
You
In
think,
the-
okay,
wait,
I'm gonna
in
tell
the
you right
new
now
Han Solo?
how detailed Disney is. They're not gonna fuck that up.
Well,
They're
wait,
not gonna put him in there if he shouldn't have been in there. So
Are you talking
clearly,
about
they
when
did it
Han
right.
Solo's young? That
Yeah,
movie?
when
Or
Han
are you
Solo's
talking
young.
about when? Are you talking about
I'm
with
talking
Kylo
about-
Ren in Force Awakening?
Yeah, it might be that one.
Okay, if
When
it's
he's
that
old,
one,
when
then
Han
maybe.
Solo gets killed.
It's something. I just know it's in a movie with Han Solo.
Is it when Han Solo gets killed? When he's older or when he's young?
No, I guess it couldn't have been when he was killed because it was at the end of the movie and he was still alive.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure it was in Han Solo. I'm almost 100% positive. And I'm
Because
not.
if it was, it just...
I'm just telling you.
Because if
I know-
it was just him. Back
I know
in
for
the
a
day,
fact
yeah.
he's got the metal legs in the one where he's looking at Han Solo, or where it's the hologram in that.
Because they
that
go
movie.
over all in the Jedi series on the cartoon one.
But yeah, he gets cut off and then ends up growing metal legs, or not
Wait,
growing,
wait,
ends up
wait.
getting metal legs.
What do you? Wait, hold on. Darth Maul is.
The one with the red face.
Yeah, you're tripping.
How am I tripping?
Because in episode 1, that's when Darth Maul is, right?
Yeah.
That's when Anakin's young as fuck.
Yes.
Han Solo is the age of Luke. So he's younger than fucking Anakin. So it would make sense what he's saying.
Oh,
you're
Darth
tripping,
Maul's still alive.
Darth Maul.
in the
If
future.
Darth Maul's still alive in the future, it makes sense for him to have those legs.
Because I kind of get what you're saying.
I don't
You're
even know all that.
because just the way the movies came out, the time, because they came out with 4, 5, 6, and then they came out with 1, 2, 3 in the time, like in the time lapse or whatever. But yeah,
okay. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. I just know for a fact he had the metal legs. I know for a fact Disney would.
And it makes sense now because I actually for a second I understood what you're saying. And I was like, that don't make sense. But then I kind of broke it down. Like, wait,
wait, how old was he?
Yeah, because Han Solo is Luke's age, right? Yeah, and
that's what made me like pissed that they didn't hurry up and make a new one with him in it because he's supposed to. They made it like he's going to be in the next one.
And they got the fucking Ice Queen. What's her name? Ice Queen from Game of Thrones.
I never really was too into Game of Thrones.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait, she's in the new movie?
She was in the Han Solo movie.
I don't remember watching that. I do remember watching that movie.
That
they bet
really
their
good.
fucking ships. They have Childish Gambino in it, right?
Yeah.
No,
that was really good.
Cool.
You know, Childish Gambino is supposed to be Spider-Man?
Really?
Yeah, the new Spider-Man.
Like Miles Morales?
Yeah, exactly.
They're going to make a live?
No, this was before I think they had what's his name?
Tom Holland?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
And maybe even before Andrew Garfield, but it was, one of them got casted instead of him. They ended up going with them.
You watch Uncharted?
Yes.
I haven't.
It's pretty good.
I liked it. I liked it better than
I'm
Batman.
a big Mark Wahlberg fan, so.
Yeah, Mark Wahlberg's
Mark
dope.
Wahlberg's
Mark and
dope
Mark.
in there.
Yeah.
Tom
What's
Holland,
that?
the
You
goat.
seen Contraband with Mark Wahlberg?
No.
Dude, that one's really good. You gotta watch it.
Actually have. Oh,
it's when he's on the ship and he's always stealing coke and shit.
Dude, have you seen what were we just talking? Mark Wahlberg. What did he just? Fuck, keep going. I forgot it. Damn, what was it?
We're all fucking brain farting over here.
Not Mark Wahlberg, The Outsider. Have you seen that with what's the dude
Denzel?
What's the dude that plays the Joker?
Heath Ledger?
No, the other one, the Suicide Squad one.
Jared Leto.
Jared Leto.
Yeah.
So he's the main guy in The Outsider, and it takes place in Japan in the Yakuza era.
Oh, what?
Super dope, dog. Super dope. Which also brings me, have you guys seen that supposedly there's this museum? Because, Japan's all about, like, the Yakuza has their bodies fully tatted up until a certain point and all that. Well, they've kept the skin of a certain amount of people, and it's on display of all their tattoos on them.
That's crazy.
What the fuck?
Have you ever seen that?
You seen that?
Wait, how old are those skins? Like
I'm not
ancient
sure.
skins,
Well,
or like
no.
they update them? We got a dead Yakuza here.
No, it's the original. It's like they're not replacing with newer skins. It's the original, like from the Yakuza. Like, I think
it's like a one.
It might not even be from Yakuza because it might just be a popular style of Japan at the time. I don't know, but I just know it's definitely from Japan, and it's definitely like a full body. It looks like Yakuza tats. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, watch The Outsider. It's fucking good. It's a lot of subtitles because a lot of it's in
How old
Japanese.
is that? Is it an older movie?
I think it came out like 2015, 17.
Bro, you guys seen the Last Samurai?
With
Samurai Jack?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise, yeah.
That one's hella good,
That's
bro.
hella old though, right?
Yeah, it's hella old. I just watched it on
Tom Cruise
Netflix.
The Last Samurai?
Well, that's why, and that's the same reason why. How is this guy have to do anything with Yakuza? He's a white guy, but it explains. He's got to earn his keep. He's got to prove himself.
I like that.
Bro, it's crazy. You gotta watch The Last Samurai.
No, you gotta watch The Outsider, especially if you like The Last Samurai.
I'm probably gonna watch that tonight. It's on like HBO.
It was on Netflix.
Netflix.
Yeah, I happened to see it a couple of times. I just kept passing like, what the fuck? And then finally, I watched the preview a little bit, and then I gotta watch this. Watched it and just could not. I ended up staying up hell late. I was just like, this shit is dope. I have to finish this.
Yeah.
There's a scene. I don't even want to ruin it.
Don't ruin it. I'm watching that movie.
But yeah, no, fucking. Real quick, was there last topic we want to talk about?
No, I just had a question. Would you guys fuck a mermaid? I'm just fucking with you guys.
Well, do we even have to hear Trent's
He's all.
So alive or dead?
Is she bad? We'll fuck her.
Is she bad? All right.
Yeah. What's the upper half?
She get that gok.
We talking double D's? What are we talking about?
But it's just like she's just fine as hell, but she just has a fish like hole. Like what? Like is that even the like? Can you even fuck
probably
that?
Wet.
All right, that's the episode, guys. Y'all,
we'll catch y'all.
Like, follow, send to somebody. Always submit your if you want a topic, submit it to either one of our comments or DM us or email us soontobecancelled@yahoo.com. Anybody who's a business inquiry, don't be afraid to hit us up. We can work something out. Anybody who wants to be on the show, possibly. We got that one guy. I keep forgetting. Not the Bubba. Yeah, no.
That rapper guy.
The rapper and the other guy that emailed or DM'd us.
Oh yeah.
He seems pretty interesting.
Oh, that's not the same dude.
No, he seems
I
like
thought that was your rapper dude.
No, he seems like an interesting character though. I would
the one that commented on
started,
IG.
He started sending all kinds of pictures and videos and shit. It was like, dude, we can get into we could start really talking about.
I'll kick it just like y'all.
yeah.
Oh, yeah,
I definitely.
okay.
He seems like he might be a good fit and a good guy to have on here. So
All right.
we'll definitely figure something out for next episode. Thank you all for watching.
Peace out.
Later.
Peace out.
Peace out.